insert generic greeting here. As you can tell, we are kind of in the middle of nowhere in the nature again, on a table bench kind of thing, which means I have another military package. And this time it's the Spanish ration A3, which I think is an 8-hour meal. It doesn't really say that, but it says lunch, so I suppose that's that. I also forgot what A3 is, so let's just dig in and see what it is. Also, wind might be an issue during this video. Just wanna brace you all. Okay, the plastic was absolutely unnecessary, as it is, because there's an actual paper carton in here. Though you gotta admit, the packaging looks fancy. Alright, let's see what's in here. This is interesting because this is the first one that actually comes with a whole guide on like what's in here. I'm not going to show that too much into the camera because, you know. 1 bag of chicken and pasta instant soup. That again sounds like something we probably can't really make here. 1 tin of stew Madrid style. Stew Madrid style. Cocido madrileño. I cannot pronounce any Spanish, so I'm sorry for any weird pronunciation I do here, but here's the Madrid stew. 1 tin of white tuna fish in vegetable oil. That's very specific. Atún blanco en aceite de girasol. Yeah. They all look very simplistic, which, I mean, obviously you don't need fancy packaging for this. 1 tube of peach cream. Crema de melocotón. Does that look like peach cream, maybe? 2 water purification tablets, which is the one thing we're never really gonna show you. I'm just gonna read the rest and then I'm gonna see what is what. 3 solid combustible tablets, so I guess fire makers. Which I would suppose is probably this. There's like fire on the other side. So I'm quite sure that's that. 4 bags of defeatant isotonic powder with vitamin C. So again, suspicious citric instant drink, I guess. That seems to be every time inside it. I mean, you know, I guess vitamin C is important, so that makes sense. Which of that's that. It's everything is in Spanish. I don't speak any Spanish, so I'm guessing partly. But 1 chewing gum, which I would suppose is this, according from the size. It says 1 envelope of matches. This is the most interesting packaging I ever saw for matches. 1 stove for warming. Probably this. Oh, this is gonna be funny again, isn't it? Bag with cellulose paper. And this says paper cellulosa. I would call this tissues. I'm not sure what cellulose paper is, but okay. Shit. One instant hand disinfectant. So I guess it's like cream, not really a towel. That's something new. Toothpaste in a very interesting shape. So as you probably were able to tell, we changed the location because there's no cutlery in this whole box actually, and we didn't want to eat the food with our fingers. I guess they assume that if you're in a real life situation you would have your military cutlery with you, I guess, which we don't have, so we had to skip that for another day, and we did bring some cutlery now. I already hate this because I love, obviously, bending metal around. Trying to understand the instruction how to fold this is a goddamn mess. Shoot down. You have this one up. Okay, that's actually easier than I thought it would be. Also a little smaller. I don't remember the last time we did this, so things might always seem more difficult to me than they actually are. For heating, open tins or make 2 holes in the lid. We don't really have stuff to make holes, I'm just opening them. Alright, so I had Stefan let them open for me because I always break tins. And I don't want to break that because we don't have a can opener with us. The oil is coming out of the tuna already. That is a lot of oil. I don't think the tuna is supposed to be cooked with the amount of oil that's coming out of it. So because this is a wood table, we decided to actually cook the food, you know, on the forest ground. So this is already burning. This is kind of scary to me, but like I'm just gonna... Whoop. And now we wait, I guess. This is basically the first can to try. This is the Madrid style stew, which I don't even know what's in there. I should probably have read that, but then again, maybe I don't want to know. White paste, okay. I'm not sure if that's like fresh cheese. It doesn't really taste like anything. From the shape I would have thought this is chickpea, but like... It might be chickpea. No, I don't know what this is. Sausage. Meat. I also gotta admit that this is not exactly my thing, but it's like not bad. It's like, it's not bad if you intermix it. My only problem is certain types of meat make me gag. Like, I don't know how to describe that, but a certain structure of meat I just can't eat, and like this is the type of meat, so... The chickpeas, if those are chickpeas, are nice, and the white thing, I don't know what that is. It's not bad, I think it's a decent stew. It's just really not hitting my taste buds. Or rather, that's not the issue is really the texture of the meat, to be honest. I do not enjoy how much oil is coming out of the tuna. So here's the very oily fish. I can't even hold that like diagonally? That doesn't make sense, but like, you know, in a way you can see it without the oil pouring out. To give you an honest review, I'm pretty sure that the Spanish boxes aren't bad, and I just probably picked a bad one, but there wasn't much to choose from, to be honest. Like, the store I got all these boxes from was very limited on it. Some things off for me personally with the tuna. Like, I like the flavor, but the texture again is really weird. It's also way too oily for me. I'm not sure if that's normal or if that's preserving it better. I have no idea on fish. The texture just made me gag even worse than the texture of the beef stew. So that's not great. This is probably not a great review of this either, but like, that's what happens if you pick a random box, I guess. Now I'm gonna try the peach cream, which, you know, that seems a bit like marmalade, which I would eat with a bread, but there's no bread inside here, I'm not sure. Yeah, I know, this is probably the dumbest way to do that, but here's some peach cream, I guess. I'm not even sure if it's peach. That, first of all. It doesn't have anything to do with the cream, and I was expecting it to be more like jam, but this is literally jelly, like jelly candy. Due to the weird sugar I put in there, it really tastes artificial, and it doesn't, like, the whole peach flavor is gone. It's just like, I have no idea. I'm starting to doubt that Spanish packages are actually good. Sorry, Spain. I'm kind of saddened by the fact that we only got a lunch menu because this seems so short. I'm gonna try the isotonic powder that's left over at home. And then also the chicken noodle soup. So I'm gonna include a clip of that here now. Okay, hi, it's me a couple weeks later. And we're just gonna try the leftover products right now. So I'm gonna start with the chicken noodle soup, which seems to be very straightforward after reading the description properly. What did I expect? It's kind of like what broth smells like. Okay, so I have 200 milliliters of boiled water in here. It now needs to like completely dissolve, but like also I cannot hold this bowl high. So that's gonna sit there. And now we're gonna open the isotonic powder, which doesn't smell too great. Yeah, this looks vastly different from the last one I showed. Good that I have 4 packages, because I feel like this might be too much water. Okay, story time. This is actually not that bad, but it gives me an uneasy feeling, because when I was still living in London, I got food poisoning once, apparently. I wasn't aware of it. I wasn't aware of many things. I mean, I was a dumb 18-year-old. I couldn't leave my bed for days. I couldn't walk. It was really, really bad. And when it like wore off, I went to the doctors. Because like, obviously I should have gone to the doctors meanwhile, but how? So I went to the doctors afterwards and they gave me isotonic minerals, electrolytes, whatever drink thing that I should dissolve in water. And I drank like a sip of it. And it made me feel so weird and uneasy that I poured all of it away and never drank it. Probably not a good decision, but like, it was really weird. I'm not gonna lie. The color is definitely a bit more yellow now. This gives me the same freaking feeling. It's a thing. I tried it. Let's move on to the soup. The thing is, I didn't even let the water boil fully. I stopped it in before because I already thought it would be too hot. And it was still too hot regardless, so that's great. It is a soup. Or a broth, or something at least. Still can't hold the bowl. Still can't put the bowl on my lap. I don't know how I'm supposed to. This is the most awkward eating thing I ever did here. Let me try one of the noodles. Where are they? Look at this, can you even see that? That's tiny and there's like a handful. Yeah, that's not cooked. And that's as much as I want to eat from that soup. Let's go back to the actual video. And literally the last thing that's left over is desinfection gel, which like, you know, I have a use for right now. I'm in the middle of the forest, so I'm just gonna check that. This is so pointless, isn't it? And then there's toothpaste in there, but I don't think I will include a clip of me using the toothpaste. That seems a bit weird. Which is what I'm saying while I'm using desinfection gel for the sake of using it in the video. I probably should have used the desinfection gel before starting to eat, but like, you know, that would be logical and I'm not a logical person, so Anyway, we already reached the end of the video, and even though it might have been a bit shorter, I can't really tell yet, but it felt like it will be short. I hope you enjoyed it regardless. If you did, please leave a like and comment down below anything you want to comment down below. But especially if you have recommendations for other countries' military boxes I should look into, or specific menus from a box. Like, if this Spain box was just like, you know, the worst one I could have picked, but there's like a certain menu that would be amazing, let me know, and I'm gonna try if I can find that. Other than that, if you enjoy videos like this one, or travel vlogs, candy tastings, urban exploring, beauty stuff, hauls, unboxings, cooking, I don't even know what I'm doing at this point anymore, because I'm doing everything. So I would just advise you to go check out the rest of my channel and see if there's more content you'd enjoy. And if there is, maybe just subscribe and stay up to date with everything I'm gonna do in the future. Until then, hopefully see you next time. Bye!